why teaching? Why is that important? Good morning and welcome into Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. I'm Chris Yow Scott Stewart down in Pulaski, coming your way in just a moment. And boy, do we have a great show lined up for you today. We've got feature stories on Lily Mae Glover. We told you about last week. The Tennessee Music Pathways marker was dedicated in her honor here in Columbia last week. We've got a story on that. We've also got some information on what's going on at the Kissing House in historic downtown Spring Hill. You can find stories on both of those in this week's edition of Main Street Murray, and much more we'll tell you about right now on The Wrap. In addition to those two stories on the front page of Main Street Murray, you can find information about the bridge project at Tom J. Hitch and Bear Creek Pike that goes over the Duck River. Obviously, it has been a topic of concern for a little while now, and they are addressing that concern in this year's budget for the Murray County Commission. So find information about it there. You'll also find information about Spring Hill's Board of Mayor and Aldermen, as they have put into their budget this year, setting aside about $10 million for different capital projects in the future, such as building a sportsplex, parkland acquisition, and of course, Fire Station number 4. You can also find on the front page information about partisan elections in Murray County this year, as both Democrats and Republicans in local elections will be utilizing a primary format. So there's information, full story, all of that on the front page of Main Street Murray this week. We're going to send you down to Pulaski, where Scott Stewart has more from the Pulaski Citizen.
Hey guys, I'm Scott Stewart, and this is the wrap for the Pulaski Citizen this week. This week's Citizen Spotlight is Jennifer Lee Breimer, and the Richland High School student is going to be on the place of honor right there at the top of the front page of the Pulaski Citizen this week. Also on the front page, we're going to have a preview of the County Commission's meeting that's coming up Thursday. Mostly what they're going to be dealing with is the county budget for the 2023-24 fiscal year. I've got an in-depth look at that, as well as other items that are on the agenda. Also, if you want to watch that meeting, you can do so on the Pulaski Citizen Live YouTube channel. The meeting will begin at 5 o'clock on the second floor of the Giles County Courthouse. Well, next Tuesday is Independence Day, right? But a lot of people are going to be celebrating this weekend. And Saturday, July the 1st, the City of Pulaski is going to be celebrating their Freedom Fest, which will include the annual City of Pulaski fireworks show. A lot going on down there. We've got an article from Margaret Campbell. I've got an interview with Darlene Slinger down at Pulaski Parks and Recreation coming up in just a few minutes. I've also got an interview with Diana Stillman up at American Legion. They've got some events going on up at the American Legion this weekend, Saturday as well, and they're kind of coinciding with what's going on with Freedom Fest. So Margaret's got the story in the paper, and I've got the interviews coming up right here in just a few minutes. The Linville Board of Mayor and Aldermen recently voted to give pay raises to the town employees. And on the front page this week, we have the Giles County Little League National League All-Stars celebrating their win in the summer All-Star Classic. They won it in dramatic fashion. It was 4-3 was the final series. They won 4 out of the 7 games, went all the way to game 7. And we've got them celebrating on the front, and then Wade's got a lot of information and pictures in the sports section as well. So congratulations to the Nationals and the Americans too. It was a great series, and that was all Giles County kids playing against each other, which is awesome, right? Inside the Pulaski Citizen this week, we have a lot of information. We've got information about the fast-paced healthcare, which recently built a new building out on West College Street. If you've gone by there and you've noticed, well, they're open now. We've got information from them about that. Also, we highlight our realtors. There's backward glances. There's the court docket, property transfers, church page, funding games, and more, all in this week's edition of the Pulaski Citizen, which you can get at markets across the county. You can also get it delivered right to your home. Call 363-3544 for a subscription, and we'll send it to you every week. Your local news to your mailbox every week. That's the Pulaski Citizen, and we'll be right back after this.
Having a good, confident smile and being able to portray that positivity to others is really helpful.
A professional family atmosphere is what we get every time we come here.
Our hygienists do a better job at kind of assessing mouths and coming up with plans than most dentists do.
They're very kind and they're very aware of other people.
I think if there's things that I would want you to leave here with, I want you to feel like you were heard, that we listened to you, and I want you to feel like that your concerns were addressed.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high-quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
Mid-Tennessee Bone and Joint treats your orthopedic injuries and existing conditions. Our trained physicians will get you back in the game faster. Contact us at 931-381-2663 or www.mtbj.net. The City of Columbia, in partnership with the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development, unveiled the Tennessee Music Pathways marker for Lily Mae Glover on Tuesday, June 20th. Vaudeville blues singer Lily Mae Glover, often known professionally as Big Memphis Ma Rainey or Baby Ma Rainey, was born the daughter of a preacher in Columbia on September 7th, 1906.
And today we just unveiled a Tennessee Pathways music marker for Lily Mae Glover, who was a native of Columbia, Tennessee before she moved to Nashville and pursued her career in singing country blues.
Glover claimed to have opened for Ma Rainey, one of the first recorded blues singers known as the Mother of the Blues, at the Frolic Theater in Birmingham around 1925. In 1928, she settled in Memphis, where she played local clubs. According to her account, she nurtured up-and-coming artists, including B.B. King and Bobby Bland.
So really what the whole entire initiative is to honor those across the state that's made an impact to the musical heritage in Tennessee. And we understand that people just like Lily Mae Glover was a part of Columbia, and she made an impact all across the state because she was involved in blues, and we know that she, made music before Elvis did and was involved in things like that. So it's impactful for us to recognize and honor those people across the state that had a musical impact on our musical heritage.
Mainly for me is just hopefully to inspire those who are here to let others know that no matter where you start off in life, it doesn't limit to where it could take you. And not only that, it kind of helps with our economy here, with tourism and just public interest, because it's something that I didn't know until recently. But I think it's just very important for us to always reach back and, as they say today, give those who earn their flowers.
In 1953, Glover recorded two songs for Sun Records, Call Me Anything But Call Me and Baby No No. She predated Elvis's debut by 14 months. And in the mid-1970s, Glover was booked on the Memphis Blues Caravan. She made regular appearances at Blues Alley on Memphis's Front Street, interspersing her songs with stories.
A lot of times they're untold stories, right? So we're looking at untold stories across Tennessee because we know that there's familiar names that people that are tuned into music that really know, and they listen to them on their platform of choice. But we know that there are artists that have already paved the way previously, and so the impact that Lily Mae would have had on Columbia now and really across the state is really important to our heritage and who we are.
Reporting from Columbia, I'm Chris Yow. Custom Stone Handler supplies over 600 distributors and suppliers with quality stone products. Along with River Stone, we produce and distribute over 100 building, landscape, and other bulk products. Our goal is to provide quality products, service, and partnerships to ensure our customers' success. We firmly believe that the measure of any person or company is how they treat other people and customers. Give them a call at 931-490-4990 or visit CustomStonehandlers.com.
Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
Mid-Tennessee Bone and Joint has been the official sports medicine provider for Maury County Schools for more than 40 years. We specialize in orthopedic service, and our Ortho Quick Walk-In Clinic lets you bypass the ER. Visit us online at www.mtbj.net.
Welcome back into Mornings on Main Street, Southern Middle Tennessee. I'm here this morning at the Kissing House, which is in beautiful downtown, old downtown, Spring Hill, Tennessee, where the former I Love Juice Bar is getting a little makeover and a brand new concept or two.
We're kind of looking at our new concepts for the Kissing House. You know, we've had some opportunities, and there's been some change with the previous concept Juice Bar, and we're excited to bring something new to the community. So we're looking at two new concepts, kind of a daytime concept, and then a weekend after hours concept. Josh, do you want to kind of talk about what you're looking at for daytime?
Absolutely. So my background is brunch and being very community forward. And so what we're looking to do here is a collective concept. And so what we want to do is small brunch plates, about 10 to 20 items that we do really well, fresh and great coffee, juice, because everybody here loved their juice. And so we want to keep some of the items that everyone was familiar with and loved here on the menu as well. We're going to do fresh flowers so that you can buy flowers by the stem and create bouquets. And then we're looking also to bring an aspect of the boutique that we own in Columbia here so that you can eat, shop, get flowers, and just have like a whole immersive experience. And so we have the outside where you can play cornhole or sit with your family, enjoy the outside. So it's really something we're trying to do to create a space where people can come and enjoy their city.
And that was one of the things that, you know, as we went through this transition, that Josh and I really had synergies, you know, with being community centric, you know, being more collaborative, collective. You know, the previous opportunities we had here were kind of a single, you know, one trick. This opens it up to be more supportive of the community. So super excited about that.
Along with the community-minded daytime eatery, Benedict has a secondary plan for after hours and weekends that will target a unique demographic in Spring Hill not yet reached.
Yeah, so we're looking at leveraging the side yard of the property after hours on like Fridays and Saturdays for a beer garden concept. We're calling it, for those that know me, know that I appreciate a good beer from time to time. And it, you know, I feel that this location, being in the heart of downtown Spring Hill, has the ability to create a sense of self and a place for people to gather. You know, I meet tons of people that are seeking that. You know, at the moment, a lot of people go to Franklin, go to Columbia on Friday, Saturday nights. So this concept is to, you know, create an environment where people can hang out. We want it to be, you know, family friendly, dog friendly, and, you know, kind of a centerpiece for the downtown Spring Hill area.
While I Love Juice Bar was ultimately shuttered due to a corporate sale and restructure, keeping the Kissing House open to the public was paramount for Benedict, who is a member of the city's Historic Commission and Town Center Development Group.
So, you know, the whole concept of adaptive reuse was key and fundamental to all the decisions we've made here. And you're right, keeping it open to the community is something that we want to continue to do. And you know, it's been a little sad, honestly. You know, we've had plenty of people that pull up and you know, kind of explore the property, but obviously the building's been shut down in this kind of transition. So we're super excited to opening it back up and kind of keeping it a staple in the community and being able to share the history with everyone.
Reporting from Spring Hill, I'm Chris Yow.
Piggly Wiggly, located in Neely's Mill Shopping Center, is Columbia's locally owned and operated Cost Plus 10 grocery store dedicated to serving the community with low prices and smiling faces. Piggly Wiggly offers fresh, hand-cut meats daily as well as daily hot plate lunches from their deli counter. You're certain to see smiling faces and a helping hand when you're here at Piggly Wiggly. Come by and check out our fresh produce, high quality meats, and more. Down home, down the street, we'll see you at the Pig.
Hey guys, I'm down here at the Pulaski Recreation Center with Darlene Slinger.
Hi Scott, how are you today?
I'm doing great. We're at Sherwood Park where this weekend we're going to have our annual Freedom Fest 4th of July fireworks. It's going to be hopping up here, and I've got Darlene to tell us all about it.
That's right. We are so excited. This is like the decades and decades tradition. We're going to have the fireworks in the park with the free concert, and we're so excited.
Yeah.
The rec center will actually be closed on July 1st. The rec center in the park will be closed until 4 o'clock. And so that means that the splash park will not be open on that Saturday either, just to help control the traffic and allow for the drop-offs.
Right.
So at 4 o'clock, the parking lot will open for drop-offs. And so you can come in, you can drop off whoever you want to, however many chairs or cooler. We'll have people there to help you out of the car.
And that's at 4 o'clock?
At 4 o'clock.
Okay.
And so that's when we get everything started. Our vendors will be setting up throughout the day, so we just ask that people stay away until 4 o'clock. I mean, there's plenty of room for everybody. It's a big open field.
That's
so
right.
We're excited, and we're so excited because people park all over the place. And we're fortunate again this year that WKSR will be broadcasting the fireworks soundtrack live, so you'll be able to park anywhere and see it. But what we have going on here at the rec center is we have food truck vendors, we have novelty vendors, we have our stage that's going to open at 5 o'clock. And also at 5 o'clock, we have some important details to tell you because we got to close some streets for safety.
Yeah,
So-
go ahead and tell us what streets are going to be closed.
Okay, starting at 5 o'clock, Valentine at East College and at Magazine Road will be closed.
Okay, that's right down here
Mhm,
on
on
the other
both of
side.
them.
On the other side of the
Right.
cemetery.
Right,
Yep.
and new this year, South Road Street will be closed at or on both ends.
Right down here.
Uh-huh.
Right down here
Same.
at the bottom.
Right,
of the
the
hill
very
here.
first
Yeah.
road when you come
Right.
in. So South Road Street will be closed, which means that you also won't be able to access Spofford Street on that end of Cemetery Street.
All right.
And so that just allows for more foot traffic to come in when
Yep.
people are parking down at Sam Davis on the baseball side
So
or
they
the
can
football
walk
side.
up. So they can walk up.
They can
in
walk
here.
up through the cemetery, and then our foot traffic in the cemetery is going to stop at 8 o'clock. So before 8 o'clock, you can park at the high school in your normal position at the elementary school or Magazine Road, and then you can walk over and enjoy all the vendors and see what all we have going on over here and listen to the music.
Okay.
But at 8 o'clock, we stop foot traffic. So if you're going to head back to where you're going to see it, you're going to have to do that a few minutes
You'll have
before
to do
8.
that on
Yeah.
Road Street or on Valentine
Exactly.
Street. You won't be able to do
Exactly.
it. You won't be able to do it through the
Through
cemetery.
the center of the cemetery, and it's because we have a safety. The state mandates that we have a safety cone area that we have to section off.
Right.
And our pyrotechs from Pyro Shows they're very particular about that because that's their job. That's true. We do have some awesome vendors. Our stage is going to open at 5 o'clock. Our city officials will be here, and then at 5:30. We have taken the stage. Dawson Slade is going to be here, and he'll be on for about an hour. And then at 6:30, we're going to recognize all of our servicemen and women throughout the community. So then at 7 o'clock, then we have the Chad Bradford Band. They're going to take the stage, and they're going to carry us straight through to the fireworks.
All right.
And then when the fireworks shoot off, usually we shoot for right at 9 o'clock. So just a few minutes before that, this will go live on WKSR, and he'll tell us all to get ready, and we'll have the soundtrack queued up here in the park for everybody to hear. And then we'll have a good solid. Last year we had over 20 minutes of fireworks, and it was incredible. And so wear your favorite red, white, and blue. Come out and support the ones that will have the novelties out here and the food truck vendors for our community. Everything here stays local. Our kids camp do a program every summer. And so their program is called Change Makes Change, because if we let our kids collect coins to invest in our community and our parks, then they change what they have tomorrow.
Right.
And so our Change Makes Change is where the vendor fees and things like that go for, and then the kids from Kids Camp pick different items to go in the parks. Like at North End, when we replaced the big 30-foot slide for the new fun twisty slide that's out there now, Kids Camp partnered together to do that with the vendors from our
That's a great idea.
stage.
I didn't realize we were doing that.
Library.
That's right.
We also have the second Fridays while the Splash Park is open. Second Friday nights of every month from 6 to 8, the Splash Park is free for families.
Okay.
And so we chose to do that this year because during the daytime, some people can come, but in the evenings, it's a lot easier for everybody to come with their families.
Right.
So
And then
from
you're
6
moving
to
to
8.
the park the 21st.
Yes, the 21st is the next movie in the park. We have the Fun Free Fridays. The Splash Park is open. We're set to go all throughout the entire month of August right now. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the Splash Park is open from 12 to 6. Thursday, Friday, and Sunday, the Splash Park is open from 12 to 5. And on Saturdays, we're here from 10 to 5.
All right.
And then we have our private parties in the evening, but kiddos 5 and under are free, and everyone 6 and over is $5, and you can come and spend the day.
Yeah, hey, there's all kinds of stuff going on Pulaski Parks and Recreation. Do we have a website, Facebook page?
We have a Facebook page, Pulaski Parks and Recreation. You can go on there and follow us, or you can call the rec center at 931-363-4666, and we'll catch you up on everything.
I am at the American Legion Post 60 with Diana Stillman. Hello, Diana.
Hey.
Hey, guys, there's a lot going on this weekend with the 4th of July coming up. It's kind of a weird week with it showing up on a Tuesday. Definitely. So everybody's doing stuff this weekend for 4th of July with the Pulaski Recreation Center, and they're going to be having the fireworks. But up here at the American Legion Post 60, they've got some stuff going on, and I thought Diana could tell us all about it.
Well, July the 1st, we try to coincide our event up here for family fun and fireworks. It's a way for us to let a lot of our veterans who have been to war, that they're able to come and watch and be a part of the fireworks with the cannons and the different, fireworks that do go off.
Explosions,
and they some of them are still very sensitive. And with this, we're far enough away, we can still watch, and they can enjoy the fun time with the family.
Right.
And the crowds, a lot of them get claustrophobic with that kind of group.
So tell us who all's going to be up here, who can come by.
We invite all American Legion, which is Sons Auxiliary, Legionnaires, and their families, which is grandkids, nieces, nephews, and such. We also invite any veteran. If you have ever served, we do welcome you in. You don't have to always be a member to anything we have up here.
Right.
We do encourage you to be a member because we are one of the largest veterans groups that works hard for our veterans' rights.
You can see the beautiful square in the background, but you can also, whenever they're shooting the fireworks, you'll be able to see the fireworks sitting right here on this hill. So if you are a veteran, if you're a member of any of the American Legion groups or a veteran of the United States military, please come on up and give us a time.
Well, we're going to kick off at noon. We've got water slides. We'll have face painting towards the end of the night, so when they're sliding, they won't lose all their face paint. We got some balloon artists. We're going to have horseshoes and just a lot of odd and end events. The Legion itself is furnishing hamburgers, hot dogs. If anybody wants to join us, we just say, hey, bring something just to throw out, just like a family picnic.
I do that. Anything else going on with the American Legion in the very near future? Right?
Well, we have so many things, they just pop up all of a sudden. So the easiest way to find out about anything Legion is to go on American Legion Pulaski Facebook. Like I say, it's American Legion Post 60, Pulaski, Tennessee, because there's so many Pulaskis in the United States. And you can also go to Heroes Post 60 Canteen, and we put anything and everything family oriented is on there.
They have always met wildest expectations as far as taking care of my teeth and my health. Teeth health is very important now to your heart. And I told him one day, I said, I'd love to have nice teeth and nice hair. And he said, well, I can take care of the teeth, but I can't take care of the hair. And I said, you can make my teeth? He said, yeah. I said, well, let's go for it. And he did. And I have been tremendously pleased. Dr. Hart, if you need him at night, he's here. This staff here will take care of you 24/7. You don't have to worry about, I can't get a hold of my dentist, my tooth's hurting. No, they will be here for you. And if I could get Dr. Hart to take that same artistry that he has and grow hair, then he would be double rich.
Edition of Main Street Murray, we've got coverage of another coaching change at Mount Pleasant High School as second-year baseball coach Zach Donovan will not return for a third year. He has headed back down Wade's way, actually. He's going to rejoin the staff at his alma mater, Giles County, working with Dustin Hill down there again. And the Tigers will now be searching for their 8th baseball coach in 10 seasons. Also, in this week's print edition, we've got coverage of the Independence and Summit student athletes that were recognized at last week's 9th annual Wilco Awards up in Franklin, recognizing Williamson County's top athletes. Speaking of Williamson County, Independence graduate Ryan Brown will be playing a couple of nationally televised softball games as she gets ready
to start her collegiate career out at Texas here in a few weeks. She will be on ESPN3 Wednesday night again in the Triple Crown Future Stars contest from Colorado. And then later this month, she'll be in the Premier Girls Fast Pitch All-American game from out in California. So we've got coverage of that. Check that article out for more. Post 19 has a tournament coming up starting Friday. They will be playing at Dave Hall Field at Columbia State and at Spring Hill High School. 10 teams coming in, some of those from around the area and some traveling. So always fun when Post 19 has its Independence Day Classic. We've also got all-state baseball, softball, and boys soccer teams in this week's edition. And next week, we will have Tennessee Sports Writers all-state tennis and track and field teams, as well as a piece coming out of the dead period on high school football, because once the dead period gets done, it's all high school football all the time. Looking at who's where with their starting quarterback situations. Should be some interesting information there, so be sure and check that out. Wade, what's happening in Giles County other than new baseball coaches?
Yeah, new baseball coach Zach Dunavant coming back to join Dustin Hill after a couple years stretch there at Mount Pleasant. We will be featuring Zach's return in a couple of editions of the Pulaski Citizen. But for now, this previous week, we had our own coaching stories to get kind of bows tidied, if you will, so to speak, as Fred Steger is a longtime Alabama boys and girls basketball coach. He will hop across the border and coach the Giles County girls next season. Missy Harper departing after 14 years, and Fred jumps across the state line and will join us here at Giles County next season. That is not the only bit of basketball news, as former Giles County Bobcat Khadijon Townsend, who has been on the staff at Fayetteville for the last 2 years, he will return to Giles County. He will be Coach Steger's assistant coach for the women's program, and will also be an assistant for the boys basketball program, which will be under second-year head coach Nick Campbell. Tyler Smith will be retained, I should say, as the boys assistant. He will step away from the women's program. So the staffs for Giles County girls and boys basketball teams have kind of rounded out into shape. And you can read all about the hiring of a very veteran coach, if nothing else, Fred Steger, in this week's edition of the Pulaski Citizen. We also have news and notes, kind of putting a final piece of the puzzle together on our Giles County Little League All-Star Summer Classic. You can read the finale there. The National League wins it 4-3. All those games were also broadcast on Pulaski Citizen Live. You can check those out wherever you access Main Street Media TV, whether that's our PCL channel or the Main Street Media TV app. I did mention Khadijon Townsend returning. We will have a feature piece on the former Giles County and Mark Methodist College standout coming back. And again, he'll be an assistant for both the boys and girls programs this year. And our good friend, Mr. Johnny Phelps, longtime staff writer, former sports editor here at the Pulaski Citizen, was out at the 7-on-7 tournament last week as Giles County, Richland, and some others were all on the campus of Giles County High School. We've got news, notes, all you can handle, because as Mo said earlier, once high school football gets rolling, it's hard to stop. And we've got complete coverage of what was a big, big event last week here in Giles County.
Hey folks, happy Wednesday to you. Ben Luna here with you in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center, tracking the potential for a few showers that will clip part of the mid-state as we head through today. Now, model data might look a little bit different compared to radar, the actual radar, as we head through the midday, but nevertheless, this is what the computer system is trying to project that we could see in the form of a few spotty showers across the area as we head through the midday and early afternoon. But everything is consistent. It's out of here and gone as we look ahead to this evening. We dry out as far as rain is concerned, but Mother Nature, woo, the heat has been turned up. As we head through tomorrow, more of the same clouds and sunshine, and maybe a smidgen pop-up showers. A weekend pulse passes the area. Now, viewers over on our platform, Tennessee Valley Weather, are more accustomed to seeing this graphic. This is a long-standing tradition. This is our breakdown of heat index values over the course of the next 5 days. And very, very hot to say the least, into the frying pan as we look ahead to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Daily heat indices well into the 100 teens across the mid-state region, so be careful. The actual air temperature, by the way, in the ballpark of the lower triples here across the area. That finally does break back just a little bit by Sunday as a cold front crosses the area, will increase rain and storm chances, and then the 80s for what it's worth. If that's a cool down, back with us early next week.